Okay. High desire of life. It is an important laboratory method for the preparation of symmetrical and unsymmetrical ether. In this method, an alkyl halide is allowed to react with sodium alkoxide. Preparation of symmetrical and unsymmetrical ether. Ether बनाने so ether. Diamond reaction. Chloroform. Benzoquinone. Carboxylic acid, alcohol and phenol react with carboxylic acid. Alcohol reacts with acid, carboxylic acid, acid chloride and anhydride to form ester. मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा डर लग रहा है. व्हाट इफ मैं नहीं कर पाई तो इतने में ही छोड़ दूँ क्या? क्या करूँ? Expensive reagent and then नेमिंग भी अलग अलग है ना. फेनोल, क्रेसोल, एमक्रेसोल, पैराक्रेसोल, 2 methyl phenol, 3 methyl phenol, 4 methyl phenol. Resorcinol. कुछ कुछ तो दिया है शायद. सोडियम क्रोमेट, सोडियम डाइक्रोमेट ना. यानी तो बोल रहा था कि ये चैप्टर बहुत छोटा है. किरण एबी, so you got monetized, good for you. Oh, I did. Thank you so much. Entrepreneur. See. Vehicle acids, vehicle acid and water. This reaction shows that water is better to stronger acid than alcohol. Also in the above reaction, we wrote that an alkoxide ion is paired to hydroxide ion. A stronger base than sodium hydroxide. Conjugate acid and conjugate base. यूपीएससी की तैयारी कर रही हूँ, नहीं तो नीतीश. Those substances whose odor changes in acidic or basic medium are called olfactory indicators. Example, vanilla, onion, smell of onion, vanilla diminishes in base, remains as it is in acid. Universal indicator. The substances which not only detect nature of the chemical but also determine acidic or basic strength. Rainwater is slightly acidic in nature. As the acid dissolves the rainwater to form carbonic acid, H2CO3, carbonic acid, weak acid. Acid in nature, basic in nature, salt. Acidic in nature, basic in salt. Strong acid, strong base. Neutral salt. Strong acid, weak base. Acidic salt plus water. Weak acid plus strong base. Basic salt plus water. Salt of strong acid and a strong base are neutral with pH of 7. On the other hand, salt of strong acid with weak base are acidic with pH value less than 7. And those of a strong base and weak acid are basic in nature with the pH value more than 7. Turmeric, no change. Acid, no change. Base, red. The substance which helps detect nature of other chemicals. Litmus solution. Two elements A and B are there. P. P is greater than P of P. The P and PB are pH scale. Basic. Strong base, weak base. A base which completely ionizes water thus produces a large amount of hydroxyl ion OH minus is called a strong base. A base which is partially ionized in water thus produces a small amount of hydroxyl ion is called a weak base. More concentration of H plus ions, pure form of acid, and it can burn off less concentration of H plus ion. Adding water in the strong acid make it weak acid. Acid in water solution dissociate H plus ion space when dissolved in water OH minus ion. Do acid and base have something in common? Both acids and base are electrolytes, which means that they are good conductor of electricity. Acid and base both produce ions in water solution. Both acid and base are electrolyte. Both acid and base are electrolyte, which means that they are good conductor of electricity. Acid and base both produce ions in water solution. Acid releases H plus, whereas base releases OH minus hydroxide ion. The process of mixing acid or base in water is exothermic one. Okay, the process of acid release hydrogen ion H plus, whereas base release OH minus hydroxide ion. The process of mixing acid and base in water is exothermic reaction. Exothermic, acid plus base, exothermic. आयोनिक इक्विलिब्रियम पढ़ रही हो? नहीं, एसिड बेस एंड सॉल्ट पढ़ रही हूँ. क्लास 10 को भी पढ़ाना है ना? Hi glider. What is acid? An acid is a hydrogen containing substance that is capable of donating a proton hydrogen ion to another substance. Acid solution turns blue litmus paper into red. Apart from the strong acid in our stomach. फरहान तुम बताओ. ओके, वैसे मैं ये ओवर स्मार्ट बनने के लिए नहीं पूछ रही, बस मुझे समझ में नहीं आया था ना, इसलिए तुम्हें पूछ रही. ओके, क्योंकि अभी वाईफाई भी नहीं है ना, इसलिए मैंने ऐसे ही छोड़ा था उसको. तुम बताना. हाँ, अगर तुम्हें नहीं पता है तो तुम सर्च करके भी बता सकते हो, लेकिन आई थिंक तुम्हें पता है. कंजुगेट एसिड और कंजुगेट बेस. प्लीज़ बता दो इफ़ यू आर देयर. मैंने पता है ये क्लास 11th में पढ़ा था लेकिन मैं भूल गई. I was in same condition after NEET 2021 as of you. So you were also teaching. एसिड बेस रिएक्शन जब होता है, एसिड से कंजुगेट बेस बनता है. ओके. एंड बेस से कंजुगेट एसिड. एग्जाम्पल दे के समझाओ, मैं अच्छे से समझ जाऊंगी शायद. जो ये कंजुगेट बन रहा है ना, एसिड या बेस, कंजुगेट एसिड या कंजुगेट बेस, ये वीक होता है. मैं मिक्सअप कर दूंगी तो और भी ज़्यादा मुश्किल होगा मेरे लिए शायद. What is a base? These are the chemical substances which have a bitter taste and so be to touch, turn red litmus blue. It dissolves in water to produce hydroxide ion OH minus in solution. वैसे मुझे ना, मैं वो ही भूल जाती हूँ. दो चीज़ जब रिएक्ट करके सॉल्ट बनता है ना, सॉल्ट का फॉर्मूला ही भूल जाती हूँ. I got 604 in NEET 2022. Cuckoo. So HCl is acid and its conjugate base is Cl minus ion. Okay. And strong से weak बनता है. एसिड बेस जब रिएक्ट करता है तो एसिड से कंजुगेट बेस और बेस से कंजुगेट एसिड. थैंक यू फरहान. समझ गई. सेम विथ बेस ना, सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड को लो और तुम्हारा क्या बनेगा सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड में? OH माइनस या Na प्लस बनेगा ना. Na प्लस वीक एसिड हो गया. पता नहीं मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ, मैं उल्टा उल्टा बोल रही हूँ क्या? These are the chemical substances which have bases that are soluble in water are called alkali sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. So the reducible due to the reaction between acids and bases. Chemical properties of acid and base. Salt plus bond. Acidic in nature, strong acid, weak base. Basic in nature, strong base, weak acid. NaCl, H2. All is well, all is